here to cause you any problem or anything.
You're not, okay.
No. We just got a call about something that happened
so
today.
you're here to be my friends?
No, we're here to complete a CPS investigation.
Yeah, so you're here to hem me up. Okay,
Wait
you're
a-
trespassing.
The quickest way.
You are trespassing now.
Okay.
Get off my porch and keep coming back. I'll sue you. Yeah, have a bad day.
One of the most scary, sober, dangerous, and diabolical things that you could ever experience at the hands of government, especially if you have a family, especially if you have little kids, is a visit from CPS. You never want to trust them, you never want to talk to them, and you always want to record them. If you don't know about CPS, just do a little cursory research. You'll get plenty of information on the dangers of CPS, and there are some startling, scary statistics, including missing children and all that, but we're going to get to that in a second. Right now, we are in Genesee County, Michigan, about 100 miles northwest of Detroit, and this guy right here classically handles these CPS workers. Now, the problem I have with this right here is that he answered the door. One of the best things you can do when the government is trying to worm their way into your life and question you is to not answer the door in the first place. But if you're going to answer the door, this is kind of how you would handle it. Check this out. See if you can count how many lies come out of the CPS workers' mouths.
Hello, how are you doing?
Good, how are you?
I'm doing good. Are you Michael?
Yeah.
Do you have a driver's license or ID on you?
No,
Okay. What's your date of birth?
I don't answer questions.
Well, we just don't want to tell a stranger personal information about you.
Yeah, we have to verify
So we
your
just
identity.
want to know that it's really you. That's all.
Oh, we need to verify your identity.
Okay, well, I'm not giving you my ID.
Okay. What's your name?
We're not here to cause you any problem or anything.
You're not.
Imagine this. Complete strangers, you don't know them, you don't know who they are, you don't know who they work for, you don't know what their credentials are, and they're asking for all this private information like you're just going to come out with it?
Okay.
No. We just got a
CPS
call about something that happened
so
today.
you're here to be my friends?
No, we're here to
No.
complete a CPS investigation.
Yeah, so you're here to hem me up.
No.
Yeah. Okay.
No, we just want
Is
to ask you what
Gabriel
happened.
Nichols here?
I don't answer questions.
Okay.
Well, where'd you hide your car?
We parked on the side
We
of the
don't.
road.
We don't park at people's driveways.
Yeah. I'm going to give you my business card.
I don't know.
Okay. Do you mind if I stick it in the door?
Yeah, I do mind.
Okay.
I don't like littering.
Well, that's not littering if it's in your door. But what I'll do is, you don't answer questions. Did you have an incident with the police station?
I don't answer
With a gun.
questions.
Yeah,
That's
with
a
the
gun.
gun. With
Is having a
Gabriel.
gun
We just want to
illegal?
hear. No, that's why we want. We just want you to tell us why we got this. Did
I don't
something
know.
happen?
What commitment you're here?
Well,
Well,
that's what we want
CPS
to
is
ask
not
you.
about committing a crime. We come out for abuse and neglect.
Oh, okay, so what did I do?
So
You're here
your
to
son must
investigate.
have. One of your children must have been present when you had a gun, and somebody was concerned about the child's safety.
No.
So
So it's
Now,
Gabriel.
keep this in mind. CPS, representatives of CPS, are concerned that this man may be neglecting his children. A legitimate 2024 report estimated that up to 40% of the 343,077 children in foster care in 2023 may have experienced some form of abuse. And a lot of people say this is way underreporting because there are no reporting requirements within CPS. There's no responsibility and there's no accountability. And this neglect, 53%. Physical abuse, 16%. Sexual abuse, 4 to 8%. CPS is riddled with problems, including data limitations, which means there's major underreporting. They don't even know what's going on under their own roof, and they're interested in what's going on under your roof. There's the massive issue of missing children. In a 2023 report, they estimated that 44,000 children went missing from foster care, and up to 137,230 may have experienced some form of abuse. That's just in 1 year. Not to mention the abuse in the foster care system, which also is linked to CPS. And these people are going to come to your house and question you about your children?
just wanted to get your side of.
I don't answer questions.
Okay, but is Gabriel here?
Is that a question?
So if he's here, we do have to just take a quick
you
peek
have
at
to.
him per policy.
So how are you going to make me let you in?
Well, we're not.
No one
so
said
we'll
anything
just
about
have to.
making
Oh, so
we'll
you
just
don't
have
have to.
We'll just have to have the police come out.
Have the police come out and bring a warrant.
They initiated the threat to have armed men and women come to this man's house so that they can examine the children. They issued the threat. They drew first blood.
But that's not really good for the child. It just
No,
kinda
that is
puts them in
exceptionally good for
middle.
the child because I don't need your help. So, thank you.
Well, that's causes trauma to the kid, and that's unnecessary.
Oh, okay. I'm causing trauma by not letting you in.
No, having us contact the
Having
police,
us
that's
have the police come out because
unnecessary.
kids get scared when the police have to come out.
Okay.
We initially suggested that we call the police on you. That's going to traumatize the kid. In other words, you suggested the very thing that you are now saying is going to traumatize the kid. Why don't you put that to rest? Why don't you? I got a great idea. Let's not traumatize the kid by not calling the police. How about that?
You know,
Call
they're
the
afraid
police
that
then.
their
Get your
dad's going to
warrant.
get
Don't ever tell CPS to call the police. Don't ever do that. Really bad idea.
arrested
You
or
can
they're
get your
going
warrant and come back.
to. Okay, well, we don't need a warrant. CPS doesn't need a warrant.
Yes,
they
you
do.
No, we don't.
Okay. Well, you're not getting in.
Okay, we don't want to come in necessarily. I mean, we'd like to come in and see,
We
Well,
would
you're
like
not.
They're
your
lying. They want to come in.
but
cooperation just so we
Well,
can
you're not
discuss
getting my
the-
cooperation.
really we just need to see Gabriel.
Why?
Because we have a
Well, because
CPS
for policy
meeting.
we just have to face him to make sure that he's alive and well. Bottom line.
No.
If we can see him through the door, it's fine. So that we don't have to traumatize him by calling the police.
You can call the police. They're not coming in either.
Well, it's not
Well,
about
they
coming
will
in.
if
You
we
can bring
call
him to the door. If you can call him to the window so we can see him.
Yep, anything. Whatever is your
No.
choice.
Do you have any mental health?
They're literally threatening to traumatize the child with the police because they already admitted the police, the arrival of the police will traumatize your child. But the police will only arrive if we call the child. So basically what they're doing here is threatening to traumatize this man's child in the name of seeing if the child is safe and unharmed.
Diagnosis?
Answer questions.
Okay. Any criminal history?
I don't answer questions.
Is there a reason why? I mean, we're not
Because you're
here
government agents,
to, right.
and I like to exercise my rights.
Well, so do I.
Oh, okay.
I mean, I think everybody likes to exercise their rights.
Well, stop
And,
trying to step on them.
Well, you know, we have a job to do. You understand that, right?
And you know that your job stops as soon as my rights start.
And you know, there were certain people that wore a certain kind of uniform in Germany in the 1930s that said, hey, we're just doing our job. We're just following orders. We're just doing what we're told, regardless of if it's right or not. It's our profession. It's our job. We just got to get the job done. So just go ahead and submit.
Okay,
No,
well, for
not
Child Protective
necessarily, no.
Services, they're a little bit different because we have to
You are a government agent.
ensure that the children are safe.
Okay.
So
You're not coming in. You're not
we
seeing
don't.
him.
Again, we
You
don't
can call the
need to
police.
come in.
Get a warrant.
We don't need a warrant. So I'm just trying to avoid traumatizing Gabriel more by having the police come out, you know, because that's scary for kids.
Okay, doing me a favor, aren't you?
Well, that's kind of scary for kids.
Okay.
We're all about child safety, and we just want to verify his safety.
They are being so evil under the guise of making sure your child is safe. I want to read this to you from Homeschool Legal Defense Association. Then we'll get back to the video. Homeschool Legal Defense Association filed an emergency appeal in February to reverse a Texas district court order that granted the state access to this family's home. The order was sweeping in its breadth, authorizing the Department of Family and Protective Services to seize all 5 children for interviews, to enter the home, to conduct medical, psychological, and psychiatric examinations of the children. So what prompted the intrusive order? On December 22nd, 2023, just a few days before Christmas, the family's 8-year-old son had walked to the neighborhood dollar store without permission. Someone at the store called the police, and the boy gave the officer who showed up directions to drive him home. Now, I get it. When a child is unattended and they do something like this, they could easily be snatched off the street or from the dollar store by a kidnapper who's going to do bad things to him. But it's never a good day when you get police involved. And even if you think, oh, hey, nothing happened, the cop brought him home, everything's okay. Who's to say a couple weeks, a couple months down the road, you don't get a knock at your door and go, hey, a report was generated and you were in that report and your child was in that report, and we understand you have other children. That's exactly what happened. The boy's mother had already sent her teenage siblings out to look for him and was about to get in the car to look for herself when he was returned home by the officer. The boy had never done this before, and the parents grounded him to teach him that it was not okay to do so again. But the gears of the DFPS system were already in motion. The officer had to file a report of neglect even though the child had been returned home unharmed, and the DFPS investigator had to investigate the report. A full 2 weeks after the incident occurred, they interviewed the parents. Never let them interview you. If you find out that they're from the government, tell them, I am invoking my right to not talk to you and to be silent. Goodbye. Next, on standard DFPS protocol, the investigator asked to search the home and interview the children. Despite finding no evidence of abuse, the parents understandably declined and they wormed their way in. They got a warrant. 2 months later, the parents received a letter stating that a court order had been issued requiring them to submit to the home search and interviews. DFPS had gone to a judge and obtained a court order ex parte, which meant the parents had no opportunity to appear at the hearing and were not even told about the order until it was already granted. That's how serious, insidious, and disgusting these people are.
So why would you think that he is unsafe?
Because we got a CPS
Just because of the
regarding
call that we got.
abuse and neglect.
What was the call?
Well,
We got a call. Guess what? Your rights don't erode and deteriorate simply on the assertion that, hey, we got a call, therefore we have to investigate, therefore you have no rights, therefore you have to open your door to us.
a lot of calls we get aren't true, right?
Mm-hmm.
So we're just here to determine if it's true
So
or
if I was
not.
stopped by the police yesterday and he was in so much danger, why didn't they do anything?
Shut up. Keep your mouth shut. When you're talking to a government agent, rule number 1 is don't talk to a government agent. Stop divulging information.
What did they stop you for?
I don't answer questions.
Okay. So
If you're not going to answer questions, then don't. If you're going to say you're not going to answer questions, then don't. If you're going to answer questions, stop saying that you're not going to answer questions.
whenever there's an altercation with the police or the police respond and there's kids involved, the police have to contact us.
Right, well, I'll tell you, I was out exercising my rights. I broke no laws.
Okay?
I had my life
And that's
threatened.
what we want to know. And that's
and
all we
is
want to
I
know.
will say.
It's none of their business. Don't tell CPS that you had your life threatened, because if your life is threatened, then they take it as, oh, then the children's lives are also in danger. Shut the front door. You should have never opened the front door. Come on. I mean, these guys seriously want to take your kids. They want to bring them into a government system where they are likely to be abused and neglected and even die or go missing.
If you had your life threatened, then yes.
Who was your life threatened by?
A madman parked on the parking lot.
What the?
Okay.
What did he say to you?
What the?
Did he threaten harm to you? Did he threaten your life?
I don't feel comfortable talking anymore.
Okay. So the only reason we're here is because your child was present. If there was no child present, we wouldn't even be standing here. So whenever the police respond to an incident and there are children, it's common knowledge. Police have to call us. Now, it could have been someone else that called us that saw what happened.
But it wasn't.
Well, we can't confirm or deny,
Well,
but
you
I'm just
said
saying,
you got a report from
in
the
general, no, I didn't. I said it when police do
police.
respond.
So you want to try to mislead me now?
Okay, it doesn't really
You're being
matter.
kind-
It doesn't
you're
matter
talking
if we call
circles.
this one. It doesn't
Okay.
really matter.
Doesn't really matter if we're trying to mislead you. That's kind of part of our job. We're just doing our jobs. A lot of kids who are taken from homes, the parents and the grandparents have no idea where they went. This is from parentalrights.org. In one county in my district, I arranged a meeting for 37 families to speak freely and without fear. These poor parents and grandparents spoke of their painful, heart-wrenching encounters with DFCS. Their suffering was overwhelming. They wept and cried. Some did not know where their children were and had not seen them in years. Can you even imagine? I had witnessed the Gestapo at work, and I witnessed the deceitful conditions under which children were taken in the middle of the night, out of hospitals, off the school buses, and out of homes. In one county, a private drug testing business was operating within the agency's department that required many drug tests from parents and individuals for profit. It had already made more than $100,000. And if this statistic right here isn't insane, then there's no such thing as insanity. In 2013, Stanford law professor Michael Wald estimated by the time they turn 18, as many as 15% of children born in the United States will be reported to a child protection agency. 4 years later, a study published by the American Journal of Public Health estimated that the percentage was even higher. The study found that 37.4% of all children experience a child protective services investigation by 18 years old. That's over 1/3 of American children born in the United States. That is just staggering.
Doesn't really matter. Okay. I mean, I know it matters to you. But if the more cooperative you are, the sooner we'll be gone.
Mm-hmm.
No, I know how you people work.
This is not a serious.
I don't answer questions.
Okay. Are your firearms kept in a safe place where children can locate them?
You know, there's a new firearm law, right?
Contact law enforcement.
I would never contact.
You know, there's one firearm law, right? If you want to call it a law, it's in the Bill of Rights. It says that we have the right to keep and bear arms. It doesn't even say what kind of arms we can bear or where we can bear it, where we can stash it. We just have the right to keep and bear arms, and that right shall not be infringed. Were you familiar with that law, Miss CPS agent who cares about my kids and wants to call the police and traumatize them?
Contact law enforcement, because this is what I get if I contact law enforcement.
Well, you said someone threatened you yesterday. Was Gabriel with you when that happened?
I'm not answering questions.
Okay.
It's too late. You've already spilled the beans. Now you've given them information. You've given them a little crevice on the ledge where they can crawl up into your life even more.
So in the event that
you do the math on this with the report.
Well, we're going to assume that he was, just because we got called.
Mm-hmm. So with Gabriel being with you, if someone threatens you, then what is your course of action? What do you do to protect him if you don't call law enforcement?
Imagine how much information these women would have gleaned from this guy if he had never opened the door.
How can you ensure his safety if something happens?
If somebody's threatening you, which is...
This is going, so I'm going to end the conversation. You ladies are welcome to leave.
Okay, thank you. Have a good day.
Now he gets a visit from the guy who the ladies called so that his kid could be traumatized. For his safety, of course.
Yeah, I'm Monster King. I need to speak with you for a second, boss.
I like that. Did you see that? I'm Monster King. He said officer, but the text laid down as monster.
Yeah, I'm Monster.
I'm Monster King. No truer word was ever spoken. He is a monster. He's a thin blue line monster.
King, I need to speak with you for a second, boss.
Officer, I got a question for you. You need to speak with me. Would it ever work, legally speaking, would it ever work in my favor to speak to a thin blue line tyrant?
Okay. They just said that they just talked to you 5 minutes ago, CPS. All right, well, I appreciate it. Thank you.
How you doing today?
Terrible.
Oh, sorry to hear that.
Well, you're here.
Okay. I'm not really sure what's going on, but we were asked to just come and see.
Again, this feels a lot like harassment.
Mm-hmm. What's going on?
You have the report.
I'm saying, what's the, as far as like the harassment you feel is going on?
Well, I had 2 women here yesterday threatening me. Call pigs here. Tell them they're going to come in my house. So I'm not dealing with you guys.
Okay.
Yeah, we're not forced for anything.
Yeah,
like
we're
that.
not. We actually
You work for
try
the
to-
same agency.
Yeah, we're not tyrants. We're actually the nice guys. You know, good cop, bad cop. They're the bad cops. They don't know how to conduct. You know, they're not professionals. So we need to see your kid because we're the nice ones. You can show us.
I don't care.
Some people have different ways of doing things. And that's
And they're not always the best, but yeah.
Ballsy, you come without.
Don't
fear.
believe them. These people are more insidious than the other ones because at least the other ones had let their mask slip a little bit. When the mask is fully on and they're just totally playing the nice game, don't ever buy that. They're just trying to bait the hook with more appealing bait so that you can bite so they can set the hook, but they're still there to set that hook.
I didn't want to draw any extra attention. It's not
Or
necessary.
yeah.
I didn't
Yeah.
feel it was
We
necessary
just-
to bring police. So you don't want to talk to us? That's fine. They want us to come and see your son.
Even if he comes to the door.
No,
No.
I'm not cooperating.
Well, we will leave you alone as soon as we do
All right.
that.
Well, tell your supervisor.
There's no way we can get because
No.
after that you don't even have to hear from
No,
us. But
I will never cooperate with you.
what, did you have a bad experience with C4 in the past? or with
You're a
DHS?
government agent.
Mhm.
Your job is to steal children. You are not here to help me.
We don't want to steal anyone's
Okay.
kids.
Agree to disagree.
I don't know what your experience has been with previous agency workers. I do apologize for whatever, may have transpired that, causes you to have, this guard up.
You don't know what my experience is? Let me just ask you. Have you ever had a bad experience with a government agent? I'd venture to say if you're at least 25 years old, you've had multiple bad experiences with government agents. You know why? You know how I know? Because every time they visit you, they're not benefiting you or giving you something. They're taking things away. They're threatening you. They're putting their hands on you. They're making you do things that you don't want to do. And if you don't want to do them, they threaten you with force, with men with guns. Does that kind of sound familiar to you? Does that kind of give you a hint on why I'm being so non-compliant and uncooperative? This is when you break out the clipboard and you're like, you know what? Tell you what, I got a couple questions for you. Question number 1, what's your social security number? What's your name? First, middle, and last. What's your mother's maiden name? Give me your birth date. Where do you live? Who are your friends? How many children do you have? We're going to visit you. We're going to ask your kids a couple questions, maybe submit them to a psychological study.
I can only speak from my experience working at the agency.
This is where you put on the James Freeman gloves, too.
But
Oh my
that's
God,
your
it'd be so hilarious if you put on the James Freeman glove. I am forever going to call black neoprene gloves the James Freeman gloves. Man.
you don't want to cooperate. We're gonna have to keep making attempts.
Keep coming back.
Okay. And so if you tired of seeing us, the quickest
Okay,
way
you're
to
trespassing.
the quickest way to,
You are trespassing now.
okay.
Get off my porch.
I thought
You're
you
tresp-
wanted me to come up here for
you're-
the camera.
I revoked it. You're,
Okay, so you
you're
want me
done.
to get off of your
Leave.
porch? Okay, I will do that. You have a good evening.
Thank
how-
you, sir.
You're not welcome.
That last part is how every government agent should be treated at all times. This is from Genesee County Audits. If you visit him, let him know Here's the Deal sent you. And I got to tell you, I was a little bit harsh with this guy because if a government agent comes to your door, especially if you have kids, they are not there to help you. They're not there to benefit you. They're not there for your children's well-being. They're there to take them from you forever and separate your family and completely destroy your life. So especially when you say, I'm not going to answer questions or I don't answer questions, and then you end up divulging information that they're going to use to build their case against you, not for you. So I'm only saying this as a friend, as a fellow free man who wants to be distanced from and be left alone from government intrusion. Leave your thoughts about this for the world and the global thought police in the comments section below. If you haven't done so already, subscribe to the channel, hit the bell notification icon, give it a thumbs up, share it with everybody you know. Don't forget to subscribe to my email list through my website, highimpactflix.com, and I will see you in the next video.